Our delicious experience is not over. Let us learn about how we get our food.
Teacher, I love all kinds of food items.
Our food. Agriculture is the main occupation in India. Nearly 70% of the population depends on agriculture. People who work on farms are called farmers. We all depend on them for our food. Farmers use manures to get high yields. Farmers require cultivable land to grow crops. Some own cultivable lands and some others do not. Those who do not have cultivable lands will take lands for lease. They produce different varieties of food material. Some grow food grains, pulses and vegetables. Others rear buffaloes, goat, sheep, poultry, fish, prawns, etc. Farmers and seasonal migrations. In order to fulfill their different needs, farmers migrate to different places in different seasons. Though some needs are fulfilled from these seasonal migrations, they also face some difficulties. We have a variety in our food, isn't it? It is because of various kinds of soil. So, what are we going to learn now? That's right. We are going to learn about types of soil. Soils types. Land has layers and its structure differs as you go from the surface to the deeper layers. The upper surface of the soil is covered with a fertile layer called humus. The humus consists of soft soil particles. Below it, there are small stones, and further below it, there are large stones with clay. Different types of soils. Sandy soil is loose and dry, and it is made up of sand particles. Its capacity to store water is less. In this soil, rate of fertility is also less. This is abundant in the coastal regions. Silt soils. Silt soil is formed with a mixture of clay and sand. Soil particles are small, so it can store water. It is fertile. It is found in East Godavari, West Godavari, Krishna and Guntur district. Paddy, turmeric, sugarcane, coconut plantain and vegetables are grown in plenty here. Red soil. The soil particles are red in color. They can absorb water. Fertility is less. They are found in Telangana region and in Anantapur district. Crops like jawar, maize and groundnut are grown here. Alkaline soil. This soil cannot store much water. It is less fertile. These are found in Nalgonda, Mahabubnagar and Prakasham district. Crops like horse gram, Bengal gram, chickpea, mango and cashew nut are grown here. Black soil. The soil particles are black. They can store water. They are fertile. They are found in Khammam, Kurnool, Kadapa, Guntur and Prakasam districts. Crops like cotton, chilies, tobacco, turmeric, jawar and pearl millets are grown here. Soil becomes infertile due to overcultivation and changes in weather. To increase the soil fertility, manures or fertilizers are used. One who eats a lot of vegetables is a healthy and strong person. But where do plants get its strength from? Humans make it healthy using manures. Manures. Manures are of two kinds. They are organic manures or natural manures. Inorganic manures or artificial manures. Organic manures. The manures that are available naturally from our surroundings are called organic manures. Compost manures. This is made from cattle dung, plants of Pilipesara, green manure, sun hemp and the waste of living things. The Easter cake, neem cake, etc. Inorganic manures. When the natural manures are not available, farmers use inorganic manures or artificial manures. Farmers use artificial manures like urea, ammonium sulfate and diammonium phosphate. They are manufactured in big factories. Storage of food grains and vegetables. Due to changes in the weather, attack by fungi and insects cause decay or damage to these food grains and vegetables. It is also difficult to protect them from insects and rats. Therefore, we should adopt certain methods to store them for a long time. Storage of paddy. You have seen paddy stored in gunny bags. Malathion is sprayed on these bags before filling them with paddy. In order to store in large quantities, bins are used. These bins have an inlet at the top and an outlet at the bottom. The outlet is small. Paddy is filled through the inlet and taken out from the outlet. Malathion, the pesticide, is sprayed inside the walls of the bin to protect it from worms and insects before filling it with paddy. There are different kinds of bins. They are bamboo bins. They are made of bamboo silks, clay and hay. Iron or aluminium bins. They are made of iron or aluminium. Cement bins. Cement rings are piled up one over the other to make these bins. Cold storages. Fruits, vegetables, fish, prawns, etc. are stored in cold storages. Low temperature is maintained in these houses. Due to storing in these houses, the freshness, color and taste of these food items lasts long and also its taste remains unchanged. Fridging, keeping in cold area. There are several microorganisms like bacteria in the air and we cannot see them with our naked eye. Some of them cause damage to food substances. we find fungi spread over food substances and fruits. The fungi produces spores which are found abundantly in the air. These spores land on the fruits and vegetables and cause decay. The bacteria and fungi cannot withstand to the high temperature and cold conditions. They cannot live these conditions. Therefore, fruits and vegetables can be preserved for some days in the ice box and fridge without any decay. Low-income group people cannot afford to buy expensive fridges. Hence, Janta fridges are very useful for them. Keep fruits and vegetables in the earthen pot and place a lid on it. Sprinkle water on sand in order to make it wet. Close the tube with a lid. Now inside the pot it is cool. Hence, vegetables remain fresh and unspoiled. Children, you have learned how cow is used for agriculture. So, it is important to protect it. Let us learn about cattle wealth.
Teacher, what is cattle wealth?
I will explain about it to you now. Food, cattle wealth. We get food like meat, egg, and milk from animals. The animals which give us food is called cattle wealth. Apart from it, they help us in agriculture. Therefore, we have to protect the cattle wealth. We have advantages in processing cattle wealth. Cattle are the backbone of agriculture. Oxen and he-buffaloes are used for ploughing the land and pulling the cart. Cow and buffaloes give us milk. Cattle dung and urine improve soil fertility. We get meat from sheep and goats. The cattle like goats and sheep are the base for leather industry. Sheep give us wool to make blankets and sweaters. Eggs and meat come from chicken and ducks. The flesh of fish and prawns is nutritious food. Cattle. Cows and oxen are called white animals. She-buffaloes and he-buffaloes are called black animals. Among the bulls, the Ongole breed is very sturdy. They can withstand high temperatures and resist fevers transmitted by ticks. The Haryana bulls have good work efficiency. They are very useful for transport on roads and ploughing the fields. Among the cows, the Holstein breed yields 8 liters of milk a day on average. This is a native of Netherlands, Holland. It has white and black patches on the body. The Jersey cow gives 6 liters of milk a day. This is a native of Jersey Islands, English Channel. Its color is white or light brown or red. The Ongole breed cow gives 4 liters of milk a day on an average. They have short horns and small ears. They are natives of Haryana. Murrah buffaloes are the highest milk yielding cattle in our country. They give 6 liters of milk a day on an average. Rearing cows and buffaloes in villages promote milk production and help the farmers to develop financially. Some people erect special sheds and rear a large number of cows and buffaloes. This is called a dairy farm. The percentage of fat content in buffalo's milk is higher than that of the cows. Buffalo's milk is very good to make many milk products like butter, ghee, and cheese. Goats and sheep. Rearing of goats and sheep is useful for the livelihood of rural people. The skin of goats and sheep is the base for leather industry. Sheep give us meat. They give wool. It is used to make rugs. The important sheep breed in Andhra Pradesh are Nellore sheep, Deccan sheep. Nellore breed sheep. These sheep are found mostly in Nellore and Prakasam districts. They are long. They possess less wool and their ears are large and dropping. They give us nutritious and tasty meat. Deccan breed sheep. They are found in the Deccan Plateau areas of Anantapur, Kurnool and Mahabubnagar, Medak, Hyderabad, Nalgonda and Warangal. Most of them are black or brown. They can live even in areas where rainfall is low. They give us tasty meat and also wool for making blankets. Fowls and ducks. Fowls are reared in almost all the houses in the villages. Some people choose to rear more ducks for their livelihood. Poultry farms are those where fowls are reared in large numbers. Rearing of fowls is of two kinds: for eggs, for meat. The fowls reared for eggs are only called layers. Fowls reared for meat only are called broilers. Nowadays, white leghorns are reared in all the farms to lay eggs in large numbers. Fish and prawns. In the recent times, fish are reared in every village tank. A village committee is formed for this and it takes up the responsibility of their protection and rearing. This practice is also useful as a financial resource to the village. Some farmers change their fields as beds or ponds and rear fish and prawns. The rearing fish and prawns is found more in coastal areas of our state. The farmers get more profits by rearing the tiger and scampi prawn. Fish are prime food material. Meat of fish contains vitamin A and B. Fish and prawn are grown in fresh water and seawater. Some precautions to be taken by fish and prawn growers. Remove the weeds from the ponds before the fish and prawn are let in. Keep the water fresh. See that enough sunshine falls on the tank. Protect the pond from floods during the rainy season. Avoid access to the undesirable animals at the pond. Also avoid growth of unwanted plants.